Hello, welcome. Hey, it's Tianna. Let's get started with our 30-minute flow. We are here in studio. Oh, it feels so nice. It feels so nice. I am back in the landscape. I hope that you like it. Of course, this is that opportunity where we get to enjoy a little bit of the flow. This is a quick 30-minute flow, so it's going to go fast. So I want you to get all the things that you need, maybe some blocks, maybe a wall handy, and get ready to flow. All right. So of course we have to pick our intention word. That does not change. Yesterday was confidence. I hope you had the confidence to go out and make your day amazing. Today, let's pick our intention word. So I hope you're doing well today. Hope you're having an amazing morning. I'm feeling like Tabitha now. Oh my goodness, amazing morning. So shout out Tabitha Brown if you know who Tabitha Brown is. And you know you don't go messing up nobody else's day. All right, let's see what we got here for our intention word. We got to make it a good one. This is the last Saturday of February. If you're watching this in real time, last Saturday in February. So we got to make it a good one. Let's see what we got here. I'm filling this card right here. Let's see if I can bring it out. Ooh. All right. I won't leave you in suspense. Again, this one's a 30-minute flow. We're going to have a little energetic flow. I've been feeling very energetic. Where it's like, you know what? Sometimes you don't have a lot of time and you're like, what can I do to maximize as much time as I can? That's what we're going to get into. All right. So are we ready for today's intention word? Today's intention word is rebuild. Rebuild. All right. We're going to rebuild maybe those New Year's resolutions. Maybe we got to rebuild those back up. All the things we said we was going to do. We said we were. And maybe it didn't all happen just like how we planned. But it's all right. Maybe you have to rebuild your confidence. Just like pulling off of yesterday's word. However that lands for you today. And I see that we also have some people who are getting up nice and early with us. So I thank you so much for being here. Let's see who we have. We have my moderator. Hello, Twitch. Good morning. Let's roll. We also have Michael. Hello. Good morning. Let's rock and roll. And then thank you to my moderator for putting the intention word inside of the chat. Rebuild is the word today. All right. Again, we're going to get into this 30-minute flow. So don't forget, we have a nice 30-minute flow ahead of us. We're going to go ahead and start standing. I know when I say we're going to start standing, it could be woo. All right, so let's go ahead and start ourselves standing. Bring yourself to a nice comfortable spot in your mat. We're going to bring those toes up and let the toes go ahead and fall nice and soft. Bring your hands down by your side. Just giving yourself that energy that maybe you might need this morning to get yourself going. Just allow your body to relax here. Allow those shoulders to come down. We're going to breathe in and exhale. Breathe it out. Inhale, breathe it in. And exhale, go ahead and breathe that out. You got this. I want you to go ahead and allow your body to just be nice and calm and gentle here. Allow your body to release. Releasing the tension in the jaw and the eyes. Just letting your body soften. We're standing here maybe in that confidence of our practice, even in the doubt and unsure, and you just stand. When you don't know what to do, sometimes you just stand. You find your footing, you get grounded. So we just take a second to just get that grounding in our practice today. Maybe this is the first time you've actually stood and had a little bit of clarity today in your day. Of all the things that's circling around, just a little stillness here. We're going to take 2 cycles of breath before we start our movement. That next one, just let it all out. On that next inhale, let's go ahead and take our chin down towards our chest. Notice how that feels. Notice if those shoulders want to move. We relax them down and back. Taking one more full cycle of breath. Inhale, take the chin up towards the ceiling. Exhale, let's go ahead and bring it to neutral. Let's roll the shoulders. You got this. All right. Let's begin to bring those arms up overhead. Take them nicely up overhead. You got this. Oh, yes. Just going to bring this up just a little so you can see everything. And exhale, we're going to hinge forward. I want you to bend those knees. Nice, generous bend to the knee. Bring the belly down on the thighs. Nice and slow. This is our first real movement of our practice. So I want you to make that count. Keep breathing as you rock from side to side. Let's grab opposite elbows, ragdoll pose here. Again, nice bend into the knee. Maybe you're feeling the stretch along the back of the legs. Give it a rock from left to right. Maybe shaking your head yes and no. On that next exhale, let's go ahead and release the hands down by our side. Give yourself a moment to check in here. Maybe shifting the weight into the ball of your foot. Maybe giving yourself a little less rock from side to side. We're gently going to begin to push ourselves all the way up into a comfortable seat. Standing position. Comfortable standing position here. Bring the arms up overhead. Gaze up towards the hands. Counter stretch. Exhale, hinge it forward. We're going right back into that forward fold. I want to make sure those legs are nice and warm. Allow your head to release. Again, shifting the weight into the balls of your feet. Letting your lower back surrender as you fold forward a little bit more at ease. Press into the feet. Let's begin to come up back into that standing position. Extended mountain. Bringing the arms up overhead. Gaze up. Exhale, we're going right back into that forward fold. Do you see where we're going here? We want to make sure that back, the legs, everything is nice and open. Again, maybe shifting the weight into the balls of the feet, maybe even grabbing the back of the legs, aiding you into this forward fold a little bit deeper. On that inhale, let's bring it all the way up. Extended mountain, arms come overhead. Bring the hands to heart center. Just take a moment, rock from side to side. You got this. All right, we're gonna drop those hands down by our side, sweep them up overhead. We're gonna grab the right arm as we hinge over towards the left side. So nice wide stance if that feels good. Hinge it over. Gaze up towards that elbow. Inhale, bring it back to center, swap hands, and hinge over towards the opposite side. Again, gaze up towards that elbow. Inhale, bring it back up. We're going to widen our stance out nice and wide, maybe as wide as your yoga mat. Exhale, hinge it forward. Wide leg forward fold right here. We're making sure the lower back and the thighs are nice and relaxed. Gently rock from left to right. Place both hands into the center. We're going to take a flat back, so press into the fingers. Begin to straighten the back, bring the shoulders back. On that exhale, lower the head down, wide leg forward fold. Take one more pause here. We're going to take our hands to our hips, right into the crease of your hip. Press into the feet. Come up with a nice flat back, all the way up to standing. You got this. Rock the hips from left to right. All right. Can we do almost like a cat-cow? Move your hips, but standing. All right. We already have a wide stance, so we can keep that wide stance. We're going to begin to bring the chest forward. Take the elbows back. On that exhale, we're going to bring the elbows out, tuck the chin into the chest. We're going to round out the spine. Tuck the tailbone under. Exhale, reverse. And release. Let's reverse it out again. These are our cow-cat standing. You got this. I want you to do 2 more at your own pace. And when you're done, we're going to take a nice neutral spine. Just relax those hands down by your side. We're going to heel toe our feet back to center. Let's start our sun salutations. Now, you know we have 30 minutes. This is going to go super fast. So we're going to do 5, get us nice and warm, and then we're down on the mat. You ready? All right. Inhale, bring those arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge forward, forward fold. Let's take a flat back here. Plant the hand, step it back. You have the option of directly to downward facing dog. Tabletop position if you'd like, or maybe if you even like to go directly into plank. Wherever you are, you can flow. And together we meet in downward facing dog. So feel free, flow it out or push directly to your downward facing dog. Now this may be your first one of the day. So together, let's go ahead and paddle out our feet. Bending opposite knees. Move your body. And let's go ahead and bring those heels to stillness. Shift the weight back towards your heels. Gaze up towards your belly. Take a big exhale. Bring the gaze towards the hands. But let's walk those hands to the back of our mat. Walk your hands towards your feet. We're here in our forward fold. Inhale, bring it all the way up. Exhale, let's take it down. We walk to the top of our mat, leaving room. Maybe you give it a little stroll on the way up. All right, we got 4 more. Keep me honest. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. You got this. Flat back right here. Plant the hand, step it back. We flow it out however you'd like to flow. Again, we meet in downward facing dog. So however you'd like to get there together. Let's take 2 more breaths right here. Nice audible breath. And let's come to your forward fold. Front or back of the mat, whichever one feels comfortable to you. And on that inhale, let's go ahead and bring it all the way up. Stroll to the front if you're not there already. On that exhale, let's forward fold. Flat back right here. Plant the hands, step it back, we flow it out. Again, we meet in downward facing dog. However you'd like to get there. This is your practice. Together, let's take how many breaths? Let's take 2. Remember to shift the weight into the heels. Let's take our forward fold. Inhale, arms up overhead, extended mountain. Come to the top of the mat if you're not already. Exhale, forward fold. We have 2 more, keep me honest. Flat back, plant the hands, step it back, flow it out. And let's take 2. Remember, this is that opportunity to rest. Gaze towards the hands. Let's forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. All right. We pedal it out or walk to the top of our mat. This is our last one. Let's make it count here. Forward fold. Flat back. Plant the hand, step it back, flow it out. Let's take 2. Right here together. Nice audible breath. Forward fold. And we're going to hang out here in that forward fold just a little bit longer than we normally did. Giving it a little rock from left to right. Press into the feet. Let's come all the way up, extended mountain. Feel free to walk to the mat if you're not already at the top. All right, we're going to bend our knees. Let's go ahead and widen our stance if we need to. Widen that stance. Have a seat in your chair. Let's widen that stance maybe a little bit more if you need to. Let's sink the hips a little bit lower and a little bit lower. Come all the way down to a Malasana squat. Keep going. Bring the hips down. Bring the hips down. Let's relax the arms. Take the hands behind us. Come down onto your seat. Let's give it a rock from side to side. Knees go from opposite side to opposite side. There we go. And let's go ahead and let the knees fall over to one side. Let's look away from our knees. Let's take it up and back to the opposite side. Look away the opposite way. And let's bring it back up to center. Let's hug the back of our thighs here. Maybe bring ourselves to the top of the mat if we're not already. And let's begin to lower ourselves all the way down. Bring your knees in. Hug your knees into your chest. Let's give it a rock from side to side. Maybe hug those knees in. You got this. Let's bring those feet above our head. Flex the toes back as if we were holding up the ceiling with just our feet. Lower back is on the mat. No room for our fingers to get in. We want to press that lower back into the mat. Tuck your pelvis. Give it a little tilt. Relax your shoulders. Let's point those toes up towards the ceiling. And let's rotate them around however you'd like to rotate. Just remembering which way you are, right? Maybe bring those hands out to a T. You can place the palms down or up, whatever feels good to you. And then let's reverse the rotation of our feet. All right. So you know I like to do a little yo-lattes, right? A little yoga, a little Pilates. So what we're going to do, we're going to lower down our right leg Let it hover. Let it hover. Let it hover. And let's take it right back up. Just using the strength of that leg. Lower down the opposite leg. A little resistance. Let it hover. And then let's bring it back up to match the other. Now this time I want you to add a little resistance as if your legs were in water. So lower it down, nice and slow, nice and controlled here. Imagine there was a little resistance band on your feet. Let's hold it here. And then imagine there's water, resistance holding it down. Let's bring it right back up, nice and slow, nice and controlled, all the way back up to the center. Same thing, other side, bring it down, controlled. You got this. Nice and slow. Let it hover, and then take it right back up. Imagine the waves, the water is heavy. Bring it up nice and slow. And let's flex and point the toes. We're gonna get a burn. It's all right. You're feeling that resistance. This time, we're gonna hold on to one thigh as we lower down the other. Or if you'd like to take it up a notch, we're gonna bring the arms overhead. So whichever one you'd like. So we hold here, we lower down, all the way down, little resistance here. Feel the burn, hover. And then we're gonna push towards the thigh as we bring it up. Add a little bit of resistance there. A little push on the thigh as you bring it all the way up. It's a little shake. Same thing on the opposite side. Swap it out, lower down. Again, you can always place those arms up overhead. Let it hover. And let's add the resistance. So let's press the thigh, bring it up. Nice and slow. You got this. Flex the toes back. Point the toes, reset. And let's see if we can bring both arms overhead. And maybe we lower those legs 6 inches. Give it a little resistance, let it hover. Release the toes, lower down. Nice and controlled. Remember that lower back is on the mat. You can zip the feet up. This is nice and controlled here. Your body may start to shake. You got this. Let's let it hover. 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Exhale. All the way up to the top. Whew. Flex and point. This is resting. Woo, how was that? Can we do one more? Just one more. All right, I promise you, one more. Zip the feet up together. You know where we're going? Begin to lower it down. Remember I said this was energizing? Are you feeling energized? Let's lower it down. Lower it to our comfort. Maybe you start to shake. And we're going to hold for 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Exhale. Woo. All right. On that exhale, let's hug the knees into the chest. You got it. You deserve it. Give it a rock from left to right. All right. Keep breathing. Let's release the hands. Keep the knees together. Let the knees fall over to one side. Supine twist. Turn your gaze away from your knees. Exhale, let the shoulders release. You got this. Just let your body soften. Taking one more full cycle of breath. We're going to zip those knees back together. Bring them back to center on the exhale. Inhale in. And exhale, let them fall to the other side. Turn away from your knees. Just let your shoulders surrender. Feel Feeling that space between ribs and hips. Allow your hips to soften. Still keeping those knees together as much as possible. Maybe not stacked directly, or maybe stacked directly, whatever feels comfortable for you. We're going to take an inhale in. On that exhale, let's bring those knees back to the center. Let's stretch the feet up towards the ceiling. Flex the toes towards the body. Point it up. Let's bend the right knee. Hug the right knee into the chest. We're going to keep that left leg up overhead. If it feels good, you can grab the shin or grab the top of the foot. For half happy baby here, we're just going to bring that knee towards the mat. Maybe you keep that leg up overhead, or maybe you start to bring that knee out. Maybe bringing that knee out to the side. 3, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11, whatever it's good for you. Just bringing that knee off to the side. Extending that foot out. Remember to continue to breathe here. We're going to bring the opposite leg, straighten leg, back up to 12 o'clock. Releasing the bent knee, take it right back up to 12 o'clock up overhead. We're going to do the same thing with the opposite leg, so bend that knee. Again, you can hold on to the shin or maybe the top of the foot, bringing that knee towards the mat. Continue to breathe. And let's start to open up the opposite leg. Just noticing that our bodies are not symmetric. So one leg is going to be a little bit different than the other. This is going to feel different in your body. Depending on what side, maybe a little bit more tight today, maybe not tight always. I want you to just breathe. Maybe you need to come out of the posture a little bit to soften the body and then let the body relax. Take one more full cycle of breath. We're going to take that straight leg back up to 12. Straighten the bent knee, bring it back up to meet the other. We're going to bend those knees. Set it down onto the ground, knees bent, toes track forward. We're going to do a little bridge pose here. So walk the heels in towards the glutes. Bring the hands down towards the feet. And let's press into the feet and bring the hips up. Maybe we bend and we press the hips up a little bit more. Feel the shoulders relax into the mat. This is your practice. Do whatever feels good to you. On that exhale, lower the body down. Hips come down first. Give it a rock from left to right. All right, let's cross right leg over left. Figure 4 cross. And instead of doing our pigeon pose, we're just going to let that foot fall all the way over to the side. Maybe you hold on to that top foot. Gaze away from your knees. Just opening up that hip. Breathe. Letting that hip soften. Noticing if you feel a little bit of a stretch here on that outer part of our glute and the hip. Take one more full cycle of breath. And let's gently come back to center. Uncross the knee. Give it a windshield wiper rock from left to right. And let's cross the leg over the opposite way. Figure 4 cross right here. And when you're ready, let that foot fall over to the opposite side. Again, we look away from our knees. Just noticing how that feels in our body. Again, if there's any tension, just taking that moment to breathe. Let the oxygen flow into that space. You got this. Take one more full cycle of breath. Inhale in and bring it back to center. Uncross the legs. Give it a windshield wiper rock from left to right. Let the knees fall over wherever they are. Just let them fall. Let them fall to one side. Maybe you're going to feel a little stretch here right on the top. Just notice how your body feels. Take an inhale in. Exhale, bring it back to center. And let the knees fall over wherever they are on the opposite side. Not forcing the knees. Just allowing the body to relax. And bringing it back to center. We're going to spread those knees out nice and wide. Heel toe your feet out as wide as your mat. And bring the knees together. Maybe they touch, maybe they don't. Just feeling the difference here of those knees coming together, aiding in a little bit more stretch on the outside of our hips. Exhale, take the knees back open. We're going to heel toe those feet together until the feet touch, and then take the soles of the feet together. Butterfly out your knees. Maybe you give it a little rock from side to side if this is uncomfortable. Maybe those feet start to push forward, and that's okay. Soften the knees. Let the body surrender. Maybe you take those arms overhead, feeling a nice big stretch here. And on that exhale, we're going to bring the hands to the outside of the thighs. Close the thighs up like a book. Give it a gentle rock from left to right. Maybe you take one position that feels good for you. We're going to give you about 5 breaths. This is yogi's choice. Whatever posture that feels good to you, I want you to go ahead and do it. Maybe it's hugging knees into the chest. Maybe it's taking a full happy baby. Plow if that's in your postures today. Feel free to do whatever feels good to you. We're going to take one more cycle of breath. And when you're ready, wherever you are, we're going to begin to extend those legs out nice and long. Or maybe bend the knees if you'd like to take the pressure off of your lower back. Bring those hands, palms face up. Just allow your body to soften. Releasing the tension in the toes, the ankles. Let's soften the knees. So maybe if those knees are bent, just gently allowing those knees to soften and open wherever you are. No tension here on the knees. Release the hips and the glutes. Allow the back to melt and the shoulders to melt into the mat. Uncurl the fingers. Unclench the jaw. And soften the eyes. Let's take 3 full breaths, allowing our chest to rise and fall. Just thinking about our intention, how we rebuild one step at a time, one day at a time, and one breath at a time. Just allowing yourself to be in this moment. Giving yourself the grace. Giving yourself that compassion. I'm going to go silent as we take another 2 breaths in silence, but don't worry, I'll be right here, and I'll let you know when it's time to come back. Gently bring in some awareness back into your body and back into the space around you. Wiggling fingers and toes, allowing our breath to deepen. Let's hug one knee into our chest, and then both knees come in towards our chest. Let's roll over to one comfortable side, cradle your head. And when you're ready, begin to push yourself up into a comfortable seat, bringing that top hand up and extend the top leg. Let's push ourselves up to any comfortable seat. Taking those hands to heart center, our thumbs to our chest. I want you to thank yourself for showing up for you today. Thanking your body for showing up for you. I thank you for allowing me to be a part of your day. Thank you for spending your time, your energy. I cannot wait to practice with you again. Until next time, remember to take this energy off the mat and share with others, because energy is infectious and we want to share the good stuff. Can't wait to practice with you again. Namaste. All right. How are we feeling? Are we feeling energized? Are we feeling like, okay, we checked it off? We got it. We got our workout in. Did you set your watch? I forgot to set mine. All right. Remember, we're here every Saturday, 8:30 Eastern. I'm just feeling good. I just want to rock it out. All right. Remember, I do have my retreat coming up, but guess what? This is the last week. Doors are closing on the retreat. But guess what? If you're in my email list, we're voting for the time and the place of the next one that's going to be later in this year. So if you're not on my email list, I strongly encourage you to get there. And let me go ahead and put that here. You can find out all the information right here. You can go ahead and go to tiannachristine.com, or you can scan the QR code that's right here. I hope to see you in a future session. Remember, I do corporates and all the things, so I hope to see you in a practice. And remember, we are going to be doing chair yoga next Saturday, so I look forward to seeing you for that. I'm going to go ahead and get that out of here, and let's see who we got. All right, because we got a lot of people who have joined us. Yes. And I want to go ahead and turn the music up just a little bit. All right. So we have Tamisha. Good morning, Tamisha. Hello. We got Brandon. Hey. We got Jackie. Grand Rising. Yes, thank you for joining. I hope that you enjoyed the practice. Yes, good morning, Lord 16B. Yes, hello. Yes, yes, yes. All right. We got Paulette today. Hello. Did I miss that one? Did I miss Paulette today? Hello, Paulette. Welcome. Welcome to the practice. I hope that you enjoyed it. Those legs, how was it? We got the yoga teacher who does real estate. Good morning. We got everybody here. Oh, it's so nice. I'm so glad to see it. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Get going with my day. Remember, I can't wait to practice with you again. Chair yoga is tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Here we go. Not tomorrow. Next Saturday. And if you enjoyed it, don't forget to share the practice. Tell a friend to tell a friend, because once you're here, your family. And remember the YouTube algorithm that we need the thumbs up and we need you sharing, because that says, oh, wait, this is a great class. Let's continue to grow the family. All right. Until next time, I'm going to get out of here and I will see ya. All right. Thank you so much. Have a good one.